Today, we're taking a look at a plugin that came out probably a year and a half ago at this point, but I use it in almost every single live session I work on. So I'm going to show you what I do with the Clarity VX. It is a noise removing plugin from Waves, but it's focused specifically on vocals. I've tried it on other instruments. I've tried using it to eliminate hi-hat bleed on snares and haven't really gotten the results I wanted. But whenever you use it on a vocal, the Clarity VX is really good at bringing out other instruments and background noise from that vocal mic. Before going too far into the video, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like and comment down below. Tell me what you think about anything that I work on. It could be related to other videos. It could be related to this video. If you have ideas, if you have things that you want to see me do, if you have questions that you want me to try and answer, just let me know. I would love to interact with you guys and create a great online community. Whenever you're working in a live session, you are always going to have bleed in one form or another, whether that be the drums coming in through the guitar and vocals, or the guitar coming through the snare mic and overheads. You're going to have some sort of bleed and cross-contamination between instruments. It's just bound to happen. With vocals, they are the most important to have isolated from everything else. So there are a couple different ways you can do this. Learn the polar patterns of your mics, find out where the dead spots are in relation to pickup. Like with the SM7B, if I was talking from the other side, you wouldn't hear it as clearly as when I am talking into the front of the mic. Just to make my point, this is what it sounds like when I am behind my microphone versus in front of it. Things like that are important to keep in mind. Now, granted, you can't always get everything quite perfect, and you won't quite eliminate it all completely. That is why you use the Clarity VX. So the Clarity VX will bring down the noise levels behind your vocals in your recordings. Is it going to eliminate it completely? Probably not. I've used it multiple times, and even in what we're working on today, you'll notice that it doesn't quite take everything out. You're going to have like a little bit still in there, but it is important to remember to listen to everything in context. Listening to something soloed up, you're going to hear every issue stick out a lot more. But something that I learned in my internship when I just got out of college was that you want to listen to things in context. It doesn't matter if the bass tone sounds amazing on its own. If it doesn't sound good in relation to the rest of the mix, you wasted your time. So remember, as you're listening and picking apart imperfections, listen to it in context. See how it sounds in relation to everything around it. So the session that I wanted to show you was from a 3-song recording that I did with my good friend Kozer and her band when they were first getting started. Listening to the vocals, you'll hear a lot of the issues that I'm talking about. You'll hear a lot of the drum bleed and things like that. And then I throw the Clarity VX on it, and it cleaned it up a decent amount. So what we're going to do is listen to the vocal pass in context of the whole song and out of context, and then also in and out with the Clarity VX on. So first, not soloed and Clarity VX in bypass.
That was dumb. Did you think it through before you moved your tongue? Shut your mouth. We're all good. Don't need the noise when the truth is understood. Are you dumb, dumb, da 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 dumb, dumb, dumb?
And soloed up.
That was dumb. Did you think it through before you moved your tongue? Shut your mouth. We're all good. Don't need the noise when the truth is understood. Are you dumb, dumb, da 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 dumb, dumb, dumb?
And now what we're gonna do is kick on the Clarity VX, and you can hear how much of a difference it can make just turning it up to here to the 73.1 on its own.
That was dumb. Did you think it through before you moved your tongue? Shut your mouth. We're all good. Don't need the noise when the truth is understood. Are you dumb, dumb, da 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 dumb, 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 dumb?
So you hear it's not eliminating everything. And the fact is, if you turn it up too much, you start hearing artifacts and issues with the voice itself. So probably 73 is too high. So turning it down, let's say 60. You probably won't hear the cutouts that you hear on the voice, because at 73, you were hearing pieces of the voice being cut, some of the highs, because of the way the plugin was cutting it out, cymbals and noise of the band around it. It was cutting out little bits of her voice as well.
That was dumb. Did you think it through before you moved your tongue? Shut your mouth. We're all good. Don't need the noise when the truth is understood.
That sounded a little more clear. And now lastly, we're going to take it out of solo, listen to it in context of the whole mix, make sure that the voice is still clear, the voice can be heard and understood without too much of the band noise coming through the vocal mic, messing with the mix.
That was dumb. Did you think it through before you moved your tongue? Shut your mouth. We're all good. Don't need the noise when the truth is understood.
Now, just to show any difference, if you can hear it, we're going to play it in context with the band, and I'm going to take it in and out of bypass to see if you can hear the noise bleed coming through.
That was dumb. Did you think it through before you moved your tongue? Shut your mouth. We're all good. Don't need the noise when the truth is understood.
So I feel like it does a pretty good job taking out what bits you can hear. It's mostly things like the snare and the cymbals that come through. If you're watching the plugin right here, you can see it creating a frequency response, and you'll see that some are highlighted and have like a thicker line on them. That thicker line is showing where the noise is being reduced, where the Clarity VX is kicking in to pull out background noises. Hopefully you hear what kind of difference the Clarity VX can make. It's a cool plugin. Like I said, I use it on a lot of live sessions when I'm doing multiple instruments at the same time, as well as the singers at the same time. And it can easily make a big difference for you when you're working with a vocal that picked up way too much noise. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like and comment down below. Tell me what you think of the Clarity VX and whether or not you think it's a plugin that's worth having in your library. Are there any other plugins that you think are better than this that I should check out? Let me know. And please be sure to subscribe. It helps out my channel a lot, especially with it just getting started.
No, no.